This is Anna and welcome to Picky Eaters 911. Today I have a wonderful little recipe that I came up with. I thought it'd be fun to, instead of making a full meatloaf, which I used to do in the past, to have some little mini individual meatloafs and then stack some wonderful flavors on top of them. I call these my little turkey meatloaf timbales. I think they're really cute. They're very nutritious and they're a lot of fun, and hopefully your picky eaters will like them as well. Follow me for this recipe. Okay, here we are. So we're going to start here. I have 1 pound of lean turkey, ground turkey. Okay, and to this I'm going to add some chopped onion. And here I've got 10 ounces chopped, but I'm going to put about half of that. I've got about 5 ounces of chopped onion. And then we're going to put in 1 large egg, okay, some Parmesan cheese. I'd say about a good 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I've got some barbecue sauce. I'm going to put about 6 tablespoons, 5 or 6 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. A little bit of salt, not too much because we have the Parmigiano. Okay, some breadcrumbs. I'm going to put about 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. And then here, last but not least, this is my puree, and you can see this recipe on my other video where I make little mini pizzas. This is a puree of cauliflower and zucchini. We're going to put this in here. We're going to sneak this in here. And nobody's going to know that all of that extra goodness is in there. It's going to be disguised by all these other wonderful flavors. So in I go with my hands. Your hands are always your best tool to get everything all smushed together. I love that smell of the barbecue sauce. And the onions and everything. Really smells great. Okay, so you see how this consistency is? It's still a little bit wet. So what I want to do is I'm going to add more breadcrumbs. So it's not an exact science. You just kind of guesstimate. Here I'm putting in maybe another half cup of breadcrumbs. We're going to mix that all together. A little bit more. Another half cup. At the end of this recipe, I'll be able to calculate exactly what it is that I actually put in here, so you can have an exact recipe to go by. Okay, that's about the consistency I want. Okay, so we're back, and all I did was I just lined this little cupcake pan with all these little cupcake little paper liners, and inside them I put all of my wonderful little mixture of my ground turkey and all the other ingredients, and then I just put a little bit of black pepper on the top of each one of these because I didn't put it into the recipe. The barbecue sauce does have a little bit of kick, but I do like to have a little bit of pepper, so I just put a little bit of pepper on each one of these, and into the oven they go. It's at 425, and then I'll be back as soon as these come out. Okay, so we're back. So now to the next step. This is the next layer. What I have here is some extra virgin olive oil that I put into a pan. I've got it on medium heat, and to this I'm going to add a nice heaping tablespoon of this garlic. This is minced garlic. Crushed garlic. You can get it in a jar, or you can mix up your own. Either way. That's a little high. I'm going to turn that down. Just going to melt the garlic into the olive oil. Like that. And to this, I'm going to add, here I've got 12 ounces of spinach, baby spinach. And into the pan it goes. The funny thing about spinach, it always seems like so much. You get this huge bag like this, And it seems like so much, and then it just all cooks down, and then it turns into practically nothing. But you still get all of this goodness into you and into your picky eaters' bodies, so that's a good thing. Imagine if you ate it as a salad. It'll take a while. So this is going to go in. It's going to cook down. I like to buy these bags of these triple washed vegetables that you can get in the store. I actually met a gentleman who works for this particular company, and I'm sure they're all pretty much the same. You know, they have standards that they have to abide by. And he said they really do. They wash this stuff thoroughly. They wash it 3 times, very, very thoroughly. So I feel confident that I don't have to do that, and that saves me some time. Okay, to this I'm going to add some black pepper. Nice pinch of that. And my granulated sea salt. Whenever you add salt, like I always say, the salt mixed into the vegetables, it just makes it release its juices faster. So that's going to help this move along. I'm going to put a top on this, and I'm going to let it cook down, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, we're back. So while that spinach is just cooking along, I've got some mashed potatoes here that I cooked up. I've got a half a pound of mashed potatoes, and to this I'm going to add like a nice big dollop of light sour cream, and then a nice big handful, probably like 3 tablespoons or 4, however you prefer, of Parmigiano Reggiano. And on low heat, on medium-low, we're going to mix this together. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper and just a little crack of salt. And now we've got some beautiful whipped mashed potatoes. This is going to be another one of our toppings for our delicious timbale. Okay, so here's our spinach, and it's really cooked down quite a bit. You see? Ooh! What I'm going to do is, I got a lemon, it's really wild. I've got a half a lemon here. I'm going to squirt that in to our pan, and that's going to be a nice little contrast. I'll have a little citrus there with the garlic and the salt and the pepper. That's just going to really wake up these flavors and enhance them. And I'm always surprised, I do this all the time, but it's so amazing. You see, this huge mound of spinach, and then this is what you get at the end of the day once it's all cooked down. Lovely, lovely. This is pretty much done. I'm just going to let the rest of the moisture absorb. Then we'll be able to get our little turkey meatloafs out of the oven, and we're going to get ready to assemble. Okay, so we're back. So these have been in the oven at 425 for 25 minutes, and look how cute they are. They just came out, and they're perfect. So I'm just going to take them out of their little paper. There we go. There's one little cutie pie. We'll put them on the plate just like that. And then to that, we're going to add a little bit of our spinach. Like that. And on top of that, we're going to finish our little timbale with a wonderful dollop of this lovely mashed potatoes. Just like that. And then to top it, you could put a little bit of Parmigiano, just like that. Okay, so there you have it. Here is our turkey meatloaf timbale with our lovely spinach and our puree of potatoes on top. Garnished it with a little bit of orange. This is what's for dinner tonight. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you share this with your friends and family and your picky eaters. Ciao.